Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode. Well, no, hang on a sec. Hi, everybody, and welcome to season 2, episode 3. Yes, indeed. It's a very short episode, this one. It is just Gary and I here to basically wish you a Merry Christmas and for us to outline what's coming up next year. So, Gary, quickly. Who are you?
Thank you, Ian. I'm Gary Twining Wright. I've been in the security industry for 37 years now, 38 next year. There you go.
Yeah, well, that's all good news. So what we got lined up for the coming year?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Ian, because the coming year is going to be a very busy year for us. In the pipeline, we've got lots of things happening. One of the biggest things we're going to be doing is running webinars every month, inviting certain people to come in, people to come have a chat with our guests, and they're going to be running sort of, at least as I said, once a month, where everyone's going to have opportunity to speak to, hopefully the SIA, the HMRC, people from the Nighttime Economy Association. That's just to name a few, which are in the list so far.
I think, yeah, and well, yes, you're absolutely right. I know we've got a senior figure from the SIA definitely going to be coming on doing a webinar, and they will be taking questions. So we're going to have to promote that, Gary. We're going to have to get our skates on.
We certainly are, mate. We certainly are.
So I've noticed you've been doing some shorts as well. Well, you're calling them shorts. You know, so what's the plan behind that then, Gary?
Well, the plan behind the shorts is to give people, the people on the ground, ideas of what's happening in the security industry, what opportunities they can take, what information we can pass through to them. So far, we've spoken about drones. We've got a part 2 to do next year. We've spoken to Simon Melian, dog handling. Again, we're going to be inviting back Simon on that to be discussing further details on that and looking at why it's a good option to go down that path to become a dog handler regarding the money. Also, we've been going back into hopefully getting Kofi Joseph back on to talk about the mental health side and why we should be looking after our mental health. Also, up and coming, we've got our own in-house solicitor coming up, which we're just working on. He will be answering questions for the personnel on the ground who've got interest if they get arrested or if something happens, they need criminal and legal advice there. So I think that might be kicking off next week, or it'll be kicking off in the new year with our in-house solicitor. That's what I've got so far planned, Ian.
Oh, so well, I love it. I love it there. Do you like that, folks? Gary said, what I've got so far. Do you know it's a Gary Twining show now, isn't it? And as you can see, that's why I'm not allowed to have the new fancy poster at the back, you know, what Gary designed with his own fair hands. And I've been told, you know, that I'm Sideshow Fox. I obviously came dressed for a Christmas show, because that's what I was told this is. So I've got my thing on. Look, see, gangster, and it's gangster rapper. I'll just, yeah, there it is, gangster rapper. I can do all the signs. I can talk street as well, but I won't, because I don't want to be done for cultural appropriation, to be honest. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. So what else is cracking on, Gary?
Well, what's cracking on? So next year we'll be going to the Nighttime Economy Association, what's it called? Event in Manchester. I think it's in February. I can't remember the dates off the top of my head. There's a UK Crowd Management Association event as well, which we hope. Well, I know you're going to. I'm hoping.
Oh, definitely, I'm going to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, beginning of the year is going to be a very busy time for us. I mean, on top of that, I've got my own personal stuff to be doing, but they're the major events for the Guest Safety Officer Lobby Group to be working on.
So you know, when we get back, when we get to it, as I said, you're doing this stuff that you're doing, and I actually think that might be worth a look at. You're doing a lot of work, or CPD around your medical qualifications and certification, because not a lot of, you know, I don't want to sound like Michael Caine, but not a lot of people know that, Gary, that you you know, actually a very highly qualified medic, as are some of your team, I believe.
That's correct. And one of the things we're doing this year, we're putting 6 of the team members through the FREC 3 up in Hereford at Icarus, the immersion suite with Icarus.
What's FREC mean, Gary?
FREC is the first response in emergency care. So it's pre-hospital care, dealing with stuff out on the ground first of all. So we've taken 6 personnel, and we're taking them up to Icarus, the immersion suite in Hereford, which is a big building, specially designed to do scenarios in. Really, they've got a jungle room, they've got a what's it called, a cold room or a winter room. They've got a desert room. Then on top of that, they've got a whole street which has got houses, bombed out buildings, tunnels, shops, and a roadway. They can make it rain in the place. They can make it dark. So for these 6 personnel going up there in January, it's going to be a big one for them. A big one.
Is that in Hereford by any chance?
That is Hereford, my friend. Yes.
Yeah. I thought it might be.
Anyway. And just to say for myself, I'm hoping to get out to Guatemala to do a exhibition emergency response course out there in Guatemala. And that's what I'm hoping for this year myself.
Oh, well, that's so good. And is that all you're actually doing? Because I thought you mentioned that you might be doing something a little bit more than that. Is that right?
I am, but we're just keeping that on the lowdown at the moment. I don't
on the lowdown, but the thing, so our good friend, my good mates Danny and Eunice may be right when they say that when they tell me why you're called Dr. Love at the Adonis events that you run in London. Is that right? In Docklands in London?
That's correct. Yes, I don't run them. I work there.
Well, you work there, but and is that why they call you Dr. Love, because of your medical skills?
Probably in, but this is as I say, I've only just heard about this, so that's probably what it is in.
Oh, right. As you've only just heard about it. It's not what the guys told me. They thought it was very funny. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Yeah, we've got an awful lot to do. The other thing that we are going to be launching properly, I think, if the webmaster himself gets on the case, is making sure the forum is up and running. Yeah? Yes. Is that happening?
It is happening, working on it. Speaking to our designers at the moment, who are sort of slowed down because of Christmas. But I am making phone calls and putting thumb screws on people slowly.
Thumb screws? That doesn't sound very safeguarding. I might have to report you to the Safeguarding Commission now that we've heard that. So we've got that. What about other things? Are we talking? What about teaching people stuff? Yeah, how can we help? I thought we were going to start looking at putting some lessons or articles or something online, so we can show security personnel, guest safety officers, or man security, what good looks like as a basic security person.
Well, that is the plan behind that at the moment, and we're working on that. So the principle is there will be a learning platform online, and also we'll be looking at doing physical, going out there and teaching the personnel on the ground. And also we're looking at doing aid memoir cards for them. So they've got all this stuff in play. They've all got stuff so they can renew on it. They can look at it. It will go towards their CPD, and hopefully it will just improve them as security officers out on the ground.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, again, I think on that one, first thing we've got to do, isn't it, Gary, is just, is actually write the stuff and get some stuff, get some actual things out there. Because I'm really keen on this aspect of what we do in ensuring that people understand what good looks like. not just what good looks like in terms of me standing there as a badge holder, or whether it's on a front door or it's in an office, but as a member of the security team, wherever you are. Again, you don't actually have to be licensed. If you're performing security or safety role, you need to know what good looks like, because at some point somebody is going to may need to say, I need help, and they've got to be able to really instantly identify you, and believe you, and trust you to get them out of what may or may not be a difficult situation. Because again, if you're good, then you'll be ready and prepared for all of these potential scenarios. Right, the other thing, did you hear about our mate Dawn Dines?
I certainly did, and it's fantastic news what she's managed to achieve over the last, well, I think she's been working on it for the last 19, 20 years. So, I've got to take my hat off to her. Well done, Dawn. That's brilliant stuff.
It is, isn't it? So, and she managed it because she met you and me on the show.
Of course.
I'll tell you, I was talking to her today, Gary, and I'll tell you, it makes me laugh. It's going to be interesting to see if Dawn gets the true, the recognition and the true level of applause that she deserves for the hard yards that she's put in over the last 20 years. And it's not just, and I think this is one of the big things, Gary, that people may or may not know. But when Dawn set up the charity SOS Now, that's just been made, that's cost her 20 grand of her own money. That's how dedicated she's been to this particular cause for, the prevention of violence against women and girls, and she's been on that for a long, long time. So yeah, really pleased for Dawn. But as she said, as she said today, that's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, because now it's all about the legislation and all the other bits and pieces that need to go. And I think that's something that, was it Fegan Murray said the same about Martin's Law, when she heard the news. Yes, excited, but now it's all got to actually be ratified and take place. So, do you think we can get her back on?
Of course we can.
Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it?
Certainly will be.
Yeah, so yeah, we can have, there we are, we can have a Dawn Dines fest, as it were, and see if we can help raise some money for her and charity. What do you think?
Absolutely great idea, Ian. Brilliant.
Okay, well, Gary, it remains, I think, unless you've got anything specific else to add now.
No, Ian, I just have to say, I have to comment on your fantastic Christmas T-shirt. You being a Christmas rapper,
yeah,
it suits you fantastic. And
yeah, my face is going as red as it. I wonder, and I'm not. I just realised, I just looked across there at the screen, folks, and it's just, I'm thinking, how red am I? I'm not embarrassed by anything, honestly. So the long and the short of this is, yeah, it's been short. It's been good. The one thing, Gary, that I do want to say, and I want you to, what we're going to do more of, I think, when we do the shorts, and I'll be doing some. Gary thinks he's going to be doing them all. He's not. He's just not. I'm going to do some. But on my own, because if he can do it on his own, so can I. We're going to explain how doing or looking at one of these podcasts that we do, these shorts, is how that can benefit you both professionally and financially, because some of the things will cost more money, cost you money, but if you're earning good dollar, then it's an investment. And I think that's one of the things that often gets missed, Gary, isn't it? Is you're investing in yourself. It's not a cost, it's an investment. But obviously, yeah, you do need to get some return on it. You earn a fortune, don't you, Gary? With your huge amount of qualifications.
Funny
Or
you
should
say
I
that.
call you Dr. Love?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But yes, you're correct.
All right, then. Are you going to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Gary?
I'm going to wish everybody a happy Christmas or happy holidays, and everyone have a really safe time over Christmas. And just remember, if you do need any help or anything does happen out there, please drop us a line, email, or anything like that, and we'll be happy to help. And also, have a great New Year, everybody.
Yeah, if you need to email Gary, I will leave his email on this link, so you'll be able to see that. Sadly, you won't be able to get at me because I'll be enjoying my festivities because I don't work anymore. I'm actually retired. So, enjoy talking to Gary over Christmas. He's your man. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's been a brilliant first year doing this. When we set this up, we just wanted to, we didn't seek any money. We didn't ask for any money. We just wanted to, we didn't even seek sponsorship. We just wanted to establish ourselves and be seen as a trusted source, that we're there for you, and we are. So I'm really pleased that this first year's gone really well, and hopefully next year will be even better. Happy holidays. Yes. Happy holidays, happy festivities, and peace out.